Today, David's perfectly peppered this show.
Oh my gosh.
With some returning favorites, customer fan favorite pieces, but then something brand new. But this one's really, really true to David's DNA and his collection. It's a sterling silver charm bracelet. It incorporates cross and heart charms along with some other really significant symbols in Italian jewelry, which we'll talk about. In each choice, you do have 3 different sizes. So you've got small, average, and large in the bracelet to choose from. You can do the all yellow. We also have this in the silver choice.
Yep.
And then I love the tritone in this one as well, because you really see, it almost just punctuates each and every charm. And then look, the enamel that you did.
I added this little touch of enamel that is so Italian, and I did that because I think it brought it together. And that is the miraculous metal. You see there, Mary, and it just is, it's a beautiful design. I love the rib border to that. Everything is well thought out here. This is made by a factory who really is the best in Italy at doing medallions and charms like this. Now, I'm gonna hold this up like this. I'm gonna show you across. What I wanted to show you one thing. Notice that the charms are all in the center there. We didn't skimp.
Right.
We did not say, okay, let's just make it every inch, put a charm there. No, they're all together there, because when you wear this, you don't want to have opening space on that when you're wearing that. So all of them are here. And let's look, you're looking at crosses, you're looking at hearts, you're looking at angels, and you're seeing that miraculous metal there in the round, in that enamel, that beautiful turquoise enamel, and those polished hearts. So it brings it all together. It's just a beautiful, beautiful bracelet. And this is the bracelet that you would find in the Ponte Vecchio, and you really would. There's a lot of religious pieces of jewelry with meaning, faith, but they are just cost prohibitive. This, again, if it was 18 karat gold through and through, would start at like over $1,500. And we're having here. So I love it. Notice, and I love charm bracelets, by the way, are so hot right now. Talk to me about the layering of this.
Yeah, I have it layered with the Tubagas bracelet, and I think it's perfect. I also don't mind it on its own.
Yeah.
The way that you've incorporated the charms. Now there's like a femininity to it, almost like lace-like, but in the form of jewelry, right? So it's delicate. If you want just that perfect finishing piece, of course, layer it with your bangles and your Tubagas bracelets. But this is truly a work of art. And each charm that has its own personality. It's under $70 to get it home. I have this gold charm bracelet from my grandmother.
Yeah.
And all the charms, some of them were from my grandfather's like pharmacy studies. And it's just this like collection of charms. The thing is huge.
Huge.
Nobody in the family wanted it because they thought nobody's gonna wear it. It's so tacky, was what my aunt had said. I personally did not find it tacky. I love it. But sometimes there's a time and a place for that. What we're seeing in the world of Italian jewelry is very delicate and dainty, and this like sweet femininity. This piece is beautiful. Under $70, you've got 3 metal choices to choose from. Make your choice between the small, the average, and the large. And if you're looking at what's on Alicia's wrist and you're like, I want that one, she's got the yellow. Yeah. But you can always keep in mind, we do offer free exchanges. Yeah. So let's say you get the yellow or you get the silver and you're like, I don't know what metal my niece loves to wear.
Yeah.
Right? The tritone too could be a great way to go. She can offer, you could do a free exchange, and you can also exchange the size too, but you won't necessarily get that sale price again. So be sure to grab it. It's J445797.
Look at all the charms that are there on Alicia's hand, wrist. Beautiful. And we haven't even talked about one of the color choices is tricolor. And I did that purposely because it's so Italian and everybody loves tricolor. Tricolor is really hot right now. And I take tricolor to another level when I added black, but this is the traditional with the rose tricolor, but it just looks so amazing. This is the type of bracelet you would hand down from generation to generation.
Completely.
And you could see your grandmother giving it to, you know, maybe the child and for confirmation or something like that. It is just so perfectly Italian. And I love charm bracelets. I've been in the industry 20, 32 years, and charm bracelets have always been around. They really have taken off much more recently in the last year, but the way we do it with jewelry with a meaning, and you think about some of the pieces we've offered today, this is probably the most complicated of that, in that there are all these individual charms that get put on. Now, each one of those charms has movement, Allie, and that's because there's a bead that separates each one of them. So they can't go all bunched together.
Good point.
They're separated, and that's purposeful. We chose a chain that is a bead accent chain. So that means that each charm will stay in place, and that's what we wanted. But there's movement on the wrist.
It keeps it really delicate
Yep.
in the way that it's kind of all comes together versus if you use like a chunkier rolo bracelet and then we're attaching, which we typically see with charm bracelets. So I think it was a really, it's a beautiful combination to have the beaded chain with the way that these charms are done. And then the quantity of the charms too. It's not just like 3 to 4 to 5. I mean, it's loaded with charms. You do have a nice lobster clasp. I got this on myself, even with my long fingernails. You know, David was so kind. He was like ready to help me, and then sure enough, I had already had it on. You know, it's very easy to get on.
Well, it's that pear-shaped lobster claw is great.
Yeah.
But I have to say, the reason this bracelet even exists is because of you. We have the necklace. The necklace has sold out several times, and someone wrote to me and said, please bring the matching bracelet. I listened. And this is why this is here. The matching bracelet's so affordable, but the necklace was so popular. And the necklace, which Alicia has on both the necklace and the bracelet, and it just looks so great. Yeah, look at the necklace coming up here. All those beautiful charms that drape, very feminine.
We won't do a full presentation
no.
on the necklace, but I will say it's very, very limited.
But look at the combination.
If you can, the bracelet's brand new today. You can get the necklace to have both together. Now, here's the thing, and I recommend this often if you're gifting jewelry sets, buy both now. You don't have to gift both now, right? You gift the bracelet now, you could always save the necklace for the next birthday, the anniversary, the next graduation, the next like milestone, because you can't come back and get the set. You know what I mean? You think that like a year later,
that's a great point.
Let me come back and get the necklace to go with it, and then it's gone. You know, you don't have to gift it right now, but be sure to get it now so that you have that full set.
Don't you love the little touch of enamel I put on there?
I agree.
That means that we had to send this out to a different factory when it was done, a factory who only specialized in enamel. So it's an extra step in the process, but to me, it's what I wanted. It's what I thought brought it all together, that little touch of enamel. It's more expensive, but we pass on those savings to you, and it just makes it more eclectic. And for those of you
the little journey the bracelet has had.
And I love the fact that they're hearts, crosses, that miraculous metal with Mary, and many of these are reversible, meaning that you get something on both sides of them. So you see that if it rolls, it doesn't matter. You're gonna see the same thing on the other side or a different motif on the other side.
Yeah, the way that they're stamped too, as you're wearing it, there really isn't a wrong way for it to lay. It's done beautifully. So you have 3 different choices. I have on the tritone, which I think looks fantastic with our Tubagas bracelet. But that's where it really gives you this very eclectic look because you have the gold, the silver, and the rose charms. You can do the all silver, and all of them do come with that enamel charm. And then we do have the all yellow as well. So 3 metal choices, and then that one sale price, it's $69.98. When you put on a bracelet like this too, it just already feels like there's history to it. I know it's a brand new piece, but there's history in the design.
Absolutely.
It feels like they've been collected over time. And I love just kind of the way that delicate, kind of like when you layer multiple bangles and you feel the way the charms move. I just think it's so feminine.
That's a great point. You know, most people have to go and buy individual charms that are meaningful to them that they then have to have attached by a jeweler.
Right.
We're doing all the work for you
right
now, which I love. I just think this is something so spectacular. I love it for a layering piece. I love it on its own, but it's so Italian, and it's something you would find in 18 karat gold through and through that would be, again, cost prohibitive, but we're able to offer it at an affordable price from Italy.
300 spoken for. Grab yours today. It's brand new. Yellow, silver, and then the tritone. Okay, you asked. We'll see the necklace. We'll do a quick little look at our necklace. You've got the tritone.